Good morning and welcome back to my Lollipop Box Club channel. Thank you for joining me today. It's Motivational Monday and today we are going to be talking about schedules and routines. My name is Lisa, by the way, if you are new, and I run a business and I have 2 teens and we have a really busy life. So keeping a schedule, having a routine is really important to me. I've been running a business since my kids were 18 months and Holly must have been about 3-4 years old. So I've always had to plan, and it's the only way that life has been able to function for us. If I wanted to feed everyone and have a clean and tidy house, a routine, a schedule has been vital to me. So today I'm going to run through and show you how I manage my home and my business and the family life, all by using some pieces of paper and a pen. Now, I haven't obviously always functioned with a planner. That's been more recent years, but I have always had a schedule. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the kind of like home schedule and also how I meal plan, as that to me has always been a really important factor as well. Right now, what I'm using are my Lollipop Box Club planner sheets. You don't have to have these, obviously, though. You can work to your own. You don't even need to have bought sheets. You can just write them down on pieces of paper, which is how I used to work. But if you are interested and you like the look of these, I will link up the kits below for you to go and have a look at. They come as a whole set and it's $7.95 a month, which includes the postage as well, and it gives you everything you need for the month to keep you nicely organized. Now, the first one that I'm going to show you, this one here, and I'm actually going to plan ahead for the next week that's coming up, which is the start of the 14th. So I'm going to plan with you and show you exactly how I do it. I've got a Monday through to Sunday. On this particular sheet, this is where I do my meal planning and where I have my cleaning schedule. Now, I do clean daily. I don't like do all of my cleaning in one go. I kind of separate it over the days. I have an early morning cleaning schedule, which, to be honest, probably takes me about half an hour, just keeping the kitchen tidy. And you've seen my videos before, probably, where I've done it. I always hoover completely downstairs, and it's just a way of keeping on top of things. It's not like a deep clean at all, and throughout the day I will go in and wipe the bathrooms over. But it just helps me keep on top of things, so I never have to go and do a really heavy clean that takes all day, because I don't have the time for that. But then I do like to once a week go through and give things a bit of a deeper clean. So like on Saturday I did the 3 bathrooms. I went in and gave them more of a thorough scrub with bleach, really kind of scrubbed things, cleaned the floors, that kind of thing. So it obviously takes a little bit longer, but it's not like an all-day clean. So I'm going to go through now, and I'm going to start off with my meal planning actually. And what I do, I go through with my planner, and like so I'm working now for the week ahead, and I can work out exactly what kind of meals we need when. For example, Louis works Tuesdays. Louis is my teenage son. He works after school on a Tuesday and he has football training on a Wednesday, so I know they're not going to be like sit down family meals, because obviously we're out and about doing lifts. He eats later, so I need something that I can heat up for him. So I'm going to work out the meal plan to exactly fit in with our plans. We also take advantage on those nights when Louis is not around, and we might have something that he doesn't like, and when then obviously we're having a nice sit down family dinner. I also then do something that's really enjoyed by all the family. For example, Holly, our daughter, comes home from uni at weekends and we have nice sit down meals, so I do something that just feels a bit more special. For example, last Sunday I did enchiladas and nachos and big salad in the middle of the table that everyone can kind of tuck in and all share. Now, this for me is my busiest month of the week, as I'm kit packing, so I need meals that I can preferably either throw in the crock pot first thing in the morning or just quickly put together really quickly in the evening. I can't have anything that takes hours because I just simply don't have the time. And if I didn't meal plan, that's when things would happen where nothing gets planned for dinner. I don't have the time to do it. I don't want to end up at the chippy. I don't want to end up having to order out for pizza. I like us to try and eat healthily, and it gives me a real guilt trip when we do have things like that. I don't mind it when it's a treat, but it's not part of our normal meal plans. So I do like to be organised so that we do all still eat healthily. So all my meals are down, and I've got everything planned. I'm now going to work a cleaning schedule, and I kind of rotate some things. I like to have written down when the beds need changing, and then there's other things that kind of rotate. For example, this week I've cleaned the outside of the kitchen cupboards. That's not something that needs to be done every week. I've dusted all my gallery walls and things like that, more kind of like above the door frames, and I don't do that every week either. That's kind of like every other week. Cleaning down the front door and all around the surrounding, that again isn't something that I would do every week. So it's things like that rotating them. There are things though that I do every week that I do like to keep on here, like changing the beds, giving the fridge a good wipe out and a wipe over the front. Again, they're not jobs I do daily, but I like to have them on my weekly schedule, so I'm going to go through and schedule these in as well. So I've done my cleaning schedule in a different colour, and basically I've got the changing of the beds. I'm being kinder to myself because I know I am going to be so busy and working 17-18 hour days with kit packing. So I've got simple jobs. I've got, for example, on Tuesday doing the sofa cushions. I noticed the other day I was looking for something and they've got quite dusty underneath, and I could do with actually, when I'm doing the hoovering, which I do every morning anyway, lifting the cushions and actually giving them a quick hoover underneath. So I've added that on one of the days. Another thing, I've done cleaning of the front door on Monday before mopping, and also on Thursday just giving around the back door a bit of a quick clean and tidy as well. These are jobs that literally take 5 to 10 minutes. They don't take hours, but it's things that you don't always think about. So I find actually by having them in a schedule, they get rotated and they get done, and the house then never gets into an absolute state. It's just about keeping on top of things. Now, if you don't feel like you need to use a schedule for those reasons, you could also use it as a homework schedule if you're studying, or if your kids are studying or at school. You could use it as a fitness plan if it's something that you feel that for fitness wise, if you want to add going for a jog, going to the gym. You could also add it for any other type of habits, keeping on top of water drinking, that kind of thing. I find it really beneficial. Something I used to do when the kids were smaller, I did a bit of like an after school club, myself and a friend, and the days when we weren't either doing like swimming lessons or brownies, rainbows, that type of thing, cubs, we actually had a little schedule between ourselves, and we'd have like Wednesday afternoons we'd have a crafty session, and we'd do baking with the kids after school as well, or we might do like a homework club and we'd sit together with our kids and do homework after school. And we actually had a little plan for that as well, which we found really, really helpful. And I think it goes again with what I was saying the other day with goal setting. I'll link up that goal setting video below for you as well, actually. Sometimes having it written down, it almost like cements it in and you keep to it for some reason. Whereas if it's in your head, you think, oh yeah, I will do that. You never seem to get round to it. So I do actually really like having a plan written down. It really, really helps. And I do go back and check and think, oh yes, I need to do that. And it just reminds me, and I keep on top of things because of this. Now, going back to meal planning, I also find by sticking to a meal plan, you can really, really work your balanced diet and make sure that you are having everything that you need to eat, that you are balancing it out. I can see that we're having meat-free days. I can see that when we are having a treat, I like working it all out and seeing exactly what we're eating when. I find it really helps with maintaining weight or losing weight. I had a stone to lose last year before we went away, and I really, really struggled. I kind of lost my way with meal planning a little bit, and I just found by getting back into it, it really does help. It helps with keeping the shopping bills down. There's less wastage. You don't spend as much money. You don't just go to a supermarket and buy loads of stuff and fill the shelves at home. You do just buy what you need, and because of that you spend less, and there's less wastage as well. And I just find for many reasons it really helps. This year I've done really well with my weight. I know I'm always going to gain weight over Christmas. Last year I ended up gaining, in the end, a stone, like I said. That was from like after the summer through to just after New Year, and I really struggled to lose it. I've been a lot stricter with myself this year. I do think it actually helped going out on Christmas Day. Actually, we didn't have all the leftovers. We went out for Christmas dinner with family, first time we've ever done that, and because I didn't do all the cooking, I didn't have all the leftovers in the house, so I wasn't stealing roast potatoes and roasted parsnips and things like that from the fridge like I usually do, or making my roast dinner sandwiches for days on end. I didn't do that this year, and I actually only gained 3 pounds, which I've actually lost, and that has been through meal planning and through carefully eating and selecting what we've been eating. We've been really careful, and I've lost my 3 pounds already, so I'm really pleased about that. And like I said, I do think that is down to a good plan. So that's how I use my weekly schedule and keep my routines and how I plan things. I hope that's helped you today. Please let me know, do you actually schedule things? Do you plan things? Do you plan your meals? Do you have a cleaning routine? Do you have any kind of schedule at home that you try and stick to? And if you do, does it work for you, or do you have any other ways of doing it? Any tips that you can offer? I know myself and maybe other people that are watching would all like to know, so if you do, please leave your comments below, and if you don't, please let me know how you manage to keep on top of things as well. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching today, and have a great week. Thank you so much. Bye.